And hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Theshadowscythe plays Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. Now, last time round, I went through the first two missions. We basically launched the PC and went down to the boneyards, and I got to grips with some of the basics of the game, really. You know, not too much different than the original Homeworld was. Now we're on our way to Cape Wrath with, I believe, this is the Hell's Gate mission, the third mission of the game. I've seen chunks of this, but not the whole thing, so this will be basically the point where I have no idea as what's going on, as much as you have no idea what's going on. So, let's go. The moment it's finished loading, of course, you know. Now then, I think we're still in the midst of the sandstorm during this level. I'm not 100% sure. Right, here we go, here we find out. That is cool. That is unbelievably cool. There's a nice little visual.
I've never seen storms like this so far north. All communications are down. But the Capesi's hull is holding fast. At this time, we are operating at partial capacity. Key systems still need to be brought online.
Our initial satellite data identified the location of the primary anomaly, along with dozens of secondary targets. We will take a northern route, skirting the Belladin Formation. Doing this, we will avoid Gaussian territory and the worst of the deep desert heat. We will then cut south to the primary anomaly, the main goal of our expedition. As Chief Science Officer, Rachel Sajuuk will sample, analyze, and provide intelligence on these objects as we move deeper into the desert. The carrier Sakala has confirmed they are moving east with significant force and are expected to meet us at these coordinates. East of Cape Wrath, a place known as Hell's Gate.
Push ahead and search for the Sakala.
Force green, reposition. Alert. Sandstorm conditions in effect.
Steady base. Be advised, Gaussian combat patrols may be in the area. As we push forward, keep your eyes open. Engineering reports the Capesi's primary shunting systems are now online. Power may now be shunted to weapons, armor, repairs, and long-range targeting systems. Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
Ooh, here we go.
Strike craft taking it. I'm having trouble locking onto enemy units. They're using the dunes to break line of fire and gain a height advantage. I'd recommend using their own strategy against them. Gain the high ground and use the dunes for cover. Armored vehicle is taking fire. Alert. LAV down.
Right, let's crack on through. Let's get through Hell's Gate.
Nearby that can be used for fleet production.
Copy that, Rachel. Recommend commencing resource operations.
We're clear to move.
Cruiser reading. Copy. We're on the look.
Some of the raw material here appears to be meteorite. They're abnormally rich in RU.
This resource is extremely rare on Kharak and is used in the fabrication of advanced vehicles.
In order.
Be advised, RUs will allow armored assault vehicle production. Go for Capesi.
Let's move the Capesi on up. And then let's roll out.
Systems ready. PDA active.
Basically, Kharak as a world, where they were abandoned, is one that's both forward and behind our own. you know, in terms of their sheer technology, they've got fusion power, they've got phased disassembly arrays, which basically means they can take things apart down to a molecular level and put them back together again into stuff that they need. You know, they have these monolithic vehicles, but it's all based around survival, along with the whole Kith system, which was originally set up. In the original lore, Kith family clans banded together for survival based on, you know, group ideology. As it carried on, it turned into a mess, basically. The reason why they were put in this world to begin with was lost and ended up becoming part of this whole culture of punishment that carried on for... Well, in the original game, they were put in exile for 3,000 years. Now, the timeline in this, it says, you know, 1,110 KDS, which I'm presuming is some kind of Kharak year system. So if we were to at least presume it was some kind of analogue to us, there's 1,110 years of their known history they've been on this world. You know, that's 1,110 years of being turned from a galactic empire into a just shitty little squat in the corner of galactic nowhere, where everything is just turned about into its head, group hatred, blood feuds, endless wars on a planet that is slowly dying. It's just... It is a scary game when you start getting deep down into it. And not only this, they've got all these advanced technologies, but they're just using them to fight such bitter and outright useless wars. It's just... yeah. Right, there we go. So, AAV fabrication, so that's the armoured assault vehicles, the, where are you? These little buggers. GU8s on tracks. I'm going to shoot up around that corner, because I know that there will be other bits and pieces waiting for us.
Begin constructing armored assault vehicles as soon as possible.
Oh, now we're into cutscene territory.
Intel, I've located the source of the signal. It's an abandoned coalition carrier.
Pardon me?
It's been here for a while. My team and I are heading inside. Delay salvage operations until we complete a search of the vessel.
Copy that. Rachel's team has begun to investigate the derelict carrier. We're exposed as long as we hold position here. A defensive perimeter must be established in order to protect Rachel and her team. Dunes are blocking the carrier's access to the derelict. Understood. Smaller craft, you are clear to approach the derelict.
Right, okay, that dune won't move yet, so I don't think the PC... yeah.
Isolated at the derelict carrier. Secure her position with units from the fleet.
Intel, I found an ID number inside the ship. Sierra Charlie 7208.
Copy. Running it through the computer. Stand by.
It's like, in terms of the things that they've found, and the technology they've dug up as years go on, they're calling these meteorites, right?
Coalition's lost expedition. Approach.
In all likelihood, these are probably chunks of the hull of the ship that brought them to this world.
Vehicle is under fire.
And God only knows what else was dug up or found along the way.
Inside. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed. Strike craft destroyed. Rachel is taking fire. Respond. Returning fire. The Gelsian are using hit and run tactics. Focusing on their lighter units should cause their slower, heavier units to retreat. Rain fire.
Now then. You guys. No, you guys. Come on. Oh.
A group of sand skimmers is targeting the Capisi's position. That's your vetting.
Right, so
To armor and repairs. Send units to support the Capisi.
if I shunt a load of power into that thing, that should increase turret range, but not rate of fire.
Weapon range systems offline.
So let's put it into weaponry. So that, yep, there we go. Missiles are now online. Temperature gauge. Total heat. Total cooling. Right, okay. So, the Capisi. Right, okay, well, deal with them then. Come on. Let's get this on with, lads.
Alert. Rachel. More Galcian reinforcements are inbound. Return to the Capisi immediately.
Come on.
We found a piece of unidentified technology crafted into the carrier's sensor array. Keep us covered while we extract this artifact from the bulkhead.
Eliminate. Roger that.
Now, this tells me that this isn't the first time they've found some of this stuff. And considering the state of the world and the history of the world, you know, the history of Kharak in general, most of what they have is based off of older technology of stuff they've found over God knows how many years. Now, I said before about, you know, basically how they've got 1,110 years of recorded history. They've been on this world for about 3,000 years, but the problem is, from the lore that was presented, their empire only ended 3,000 years ago, which means they spent 2,000 years in space. Now, that is... Basically, I'm classing the first time their culture was destroyed as the end of the Higaran Empire, the ancient Higaran Empire. You know, when they found the first hyperspace core and went on their almighty, just shitfest across the galaxy, really. And, yeah, the first time everything went down for them. Their first death of culture, the ancient Higaran people ending. They spent 2,000 years in space, or at least that's the way I figure it worked, because there's no other way that the maths can account for it. When they reached, Kharak, they had to take landing, and everything else happened. You know, that was the second death of the culture for these people, because everything ended and they had to become the Kharak people. Everything became so based around survival that all the other aspects of their culture became religion, mysticism, legend. Come on, take it out. The questions I have with this stuff. They're merging this sensor technology with their own, or at least it was, and now it's being re-merged again. How do we know, or even not know, whether or not this was Higaran technology to begin with? You know, this is a planet that is littered with wrecks. You know, ranging from big to small, you know, all the wrecks of the craft that brought them here, all the wrecks of other craft along the way. You know, we don't know whether or not this is Higaran technology, Taidani technology, even Bentusi technology, or any of the other races that have been brought through fanfiction, through the fan community trying to expand the universe, progenitor technology. You know, all of Homeworld, as far as it goes, both one way or another, is basically just reclaiming stuff that they've lost over God knows how many thousand years ago. Come on, take it out already. Take it out, take it out, take it out.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Bang. Right, get back over here.
Light attack vehicle online.
Alert! Alert! Carrier taking light attack vehicle is under fire. Target, bring it down. Hostile strike craft down. Alert! Light attack vehicle destroyed. Hostile railguns have opened up.
We're ready to move out.
Rachel, your team cannot be extracted safely until the Galcian has been subdued. Hold your position. Target!
Come on, take out that heavy railgun.
Enemy railgun eliminated. Prep for it.
And here we go.
QPC, science team is en route. We've extracted the artifact along with the carrier's backup data drive.
Good work, Rachel. I am receiving crews standing by.
Stand by to power up the recovered artifact. Initiating sensors modification now.
And here we go.
Sensor efficiency has been greatly increased, and interference from the storm has been filtered out.
Excellent. Contact range increased.
With our sensors now operational, we've detected a hostile cruiser supporting the enemy offensive.
Which is something we've got to kill.
And destroy the enemy cruiser.
So will you...
Holding.
Resources are scattered throughout the area. To collect them efficiently, we need support cruisers deployed alongside our salvagers. Competing fabrication facilities can now be upgraded to produce support cruisers. Easy read. New course chart.
That's enough. Now then, Capisi. We don't want support cruisers yet. What we want is a couple more resources, or rather resource gathering units. Then we want to do support unit fabrication.
Rachel, Galcian units seem to be using the network to communicate with each other.
Right, so
Able to use that to our advantage if I can find a way to hack in. I'll have to analyze their system architecture. Could take a few days.
Roger that. What's up?
you salvager, get over there, grab those resources.
Salvager online. Acknowledge. That unit is down. Get it back up and running.
Right, so now Rachel's going to repair the last of the units we have, our little armoured tanky things and our other bits and pieces. It's a shame she can't, I don't think she can actually use the ability on herself, so... Although if she can, it'd be great. But, right, so we've got artifact, sensor waveform amplifier. So probably some type of shipboard sensor unit that's now been just literally grafted straight into the Capisi.
Rachel, we've located abandoned coalition railguns, part of the Ifrit Nabal's fleet. They're damaged, but recoverable.
Roger that. We can use our support crews and repair team to bring them back online.
To produce more railguns, upgrade the Capisi's fabrication facilities.
So,
Go for Capisi.
railgun fabrication, support cruiser fabrication, and AAV ability recharge.
Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Enemy contact on the board.
Right, where are we? Over there. Right, Capisi.
Position mark. Take us out. Contact. Enemy armor at bearing designated. Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Command carrier taking fire. Performance up. Strike craft destroyed. Reposition. Target acquired.
Come on, take it out. Thank you.
Enemy armor disabled.
Right. So we're starting to gather resources. Oh, right, railguns. They were the deployable ones, or are they actual vehicles? Oh, the vehicles. Well, that's interesting. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3 of them altogether. Come on, rock and roll. Right. So while you're doing that, support cruiser fabrication.
CU site exhausted.
Support cruiser, bring that online. Look at that thing, that is so fucking cool.
Support cruiser fabrication online.
Begin constructing support cruisers. Copy. Railgun responding. Ready.
Although I don't know how they managed to crew the damn thing, but you know. Oh no, 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 no.
Be advised, an RU site has been exhausted of resources.
Roger. Displacing now. What sections do they come with us? We can't afford to resolve the building. RUs identified. Advance and evaluate. Hostile designated. Mark Baron.
Oh, hostile designated. Where are we looking? Probably on the way to the PC again. Come on, where are you hiding? We don't know. Right, so.
Go for carrier.
So now we can build support cruisers over there. Railgun or armoured assault vehicles. Let's get a couple of them on the go. And then a couple of light attack vehicles.
CU deposit completed.
Hostile light attack vehicle visually authenticated. Tracking armored craft on approach.
Where? Where?
Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned.
Ah, right, on the way to the PC.
Alert! Alert! PC is in contact. Taking fire. Armored vehicle is taking fire. Hostile strike craft down. Hostile armor eliminated.
Rachel here. Get that unit back online.
Yeah.
Armored assault online.
Let's get a couple more of them back online then, shall we?
Light attack vehicle in service.
Acknowledged. Destination set. Carrier here.
Light attack vehicle online.
Let's set rally point in front of the Capisi.
Rally point. Secure location marked.
Strike craft ready. Let's move.
So basically they will get in the way and get rid of anything that attempts to damage the ship.
Ready for assignment.
Right then, you lot. Where to put you? Over there.
Clear to move. Let's go.
So we've got a couple more of these.
Range online.
Runner copy. Fourth screen, reposition.
Rachel can get over there. And I suppose
Carrier.
what I really should do when I've got the resources is get another support cruiser, but I don't have the CUs for that, so what I'm going to do instead is get more light attack vehicles up and going. And see what else I can do about this situation.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Because somewhere, just over here, is a Gaussian cruiser.
Light attack
Now ideally I want to try and approach it with as many units as I can, but there is no such thing as an ideal situation, and Murphy's Law is a big old bag of shit. So what I'm going to do, send this lot over with the rest, now I've got them built, and yeah, I'm going to wreck their shit. Ooh. Right, so I only need 2 of you
Ready.
to do that.
CUs identified. Proceed to site. Salvage
And you 2.
We got an assignment.
Oh. Ah, right, the support cruiser's doing it anyway.
Rachel here.
Righto. Well, come on then. Where's the rest of you?
Hostile light attack vehicle detected. Hostile armor incoming.
Ah, right.
Unidentified contact. Designated hostile. We've detected something. Can you confirm visual? Alert. Red alert. Carrier and carrier taking fire. Impact report.
Yeah, you can deal with that. Now then. You lot.
Destroyed.
Where are you? There you are.
Armor ready. Coordinates confirmed. Warning. Carrier hull passing 75%.
Oh, you can deal with it. You're a big boy. Wait for everyone to get their act together.
Copy. Displacing now. Galcian ranged forces are protecting the cruiser from an elevated vantage point, increasing their effectiveness. Destroying them before assaulting the cruiser should tip the engagement in our favor. Push back! Fire! Hostile range craft.
Come on, take him out. Now's the time to earn your paycheck, lads. And that really does look like something out of Homeworld 2. Just the rounded shape and just the bizarre shape of the hull is just... There are so many things in this game that are just outright iconic. The megalithic engineering, the mysticism, the kick in the teeth plot twists. It's just awesome.
Hostile strike craft down. Target locked. Enemy light attack vehicle marked on approach. Through my sight. Galcian support cruiser destroyed. Remaining enemy units falling back. Enhanced sensors are picking up multiple enemy signatures at the extremity of our range. I've got 2 carrier-class vessels in tow. The Galcian have located us. We have no choice. We need to keep moving deeper into the open desert. Set course for the Sarati Basin. Once we arrive, we'll transmit to Sakala our coordinates. Engine crews.
And now we're on our way.
Maximum power.
Personal log. Science Officer Rachel's jet. Expedition carrier to PC. We found my brother's ship, the Ifrit Nabal, the flagship of our coalition's lost expedition from 4 years ago. His fate and that of its crew
Remains unknown.
What happened to you? What did you find out here? What have they done to you?
Right, thank you very much for watching episode 2 of the Theshadowscythe Plays Homeworld, Deserts of Kharak. Going to cut it off here again. I will see you shortly for episode 3. So thank you very much for watching. Ta-ra for now.